Let me give you the one lawn tip I wish somebody had told me years ago, because it costs nothing and it made a bigger difference than any bag of fertilizer I ever bought. But first, real quick, let me tell you who I am. So I'm Connor. I'm the guy behind Gary's Lawn. I'm not really the face of it. I'm the one behind the scenes, the editor, the organizer, the guy doing the unglamorous work of putting, this whole thing together. So we're just getting this channel off the ground, and I'll be honest with you, there is so much going on behind the scenes right now that you wouldn't believe it. I'm heads down, building and editing it all out, getting everything ready, and there's a lot coming your way very soon. So if you're here early, thank you. It genuinely means a lot to have anyone watching. And while we're just getting started, it's even more special. But all right, here's the tip today. Here it is. And it's going to sound almost too simple. Stop bagging up your grass clippings and throwing them away. Leave them on the lawn. I know. For years, I bagged every single clipping. I hauled them off, felt very tidy about it, and the whole time I was literally throwing away free fertilizer. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Those clippings are mostly water, and they're packed with nitrogen, the same nutrient that you're paying for in a bag of lawn feed. So when you leave them out on the lawn, they break down fast, right back down into the soil. And they feed your grass for free. Over a whole season, these clippings can give your lawn a big chunk of the feeding that it needs. And you didn't spend a penny or lift a single bag. Some people reckon leaving your clippings can cut your lawn's feeding needs by a good chunk over the course of a year. And I believe it, because mine clearly gets fed by them. You're just giving the lawn back what came out of it in the first place. So it's the most natural feed there is, and it's already sitting right there on your grass. Now, I know what you're thinking. Won't that cause thatch? Won't it leave a mess? No, it won't. Here's why. Grass clippings are soft and green, and they rot down really quickly. They don't build up thatch the way people fear. The only time it goes wrong is if you let the grass get really long and then cut a ton of it at once, because then you get these thick, wet clumps kind of like sitting on top, smothering everything underneath. So the trick is to just mow regularly when the grass isn't soaking wet, so you're only taking a little off each time. Small clippings, scattered light, they disappear down into the lawn within a day or two, and they quietly feed it. You won't even see them. If you've got a mulching mower, even better. It chops the clippings up extra fine so that they vanish even more quickly. But you really don't need anything special. A normal mower with the bag off does the job. The only times I'd still bag it up are if the grass has gotten way overgrown and you're cutting off, a huge amount of the lawn, or if the lawn's got a disease and you don't want to spread it around. Otherwise, just let the clippings lie. That's it. That's the whole tip. Mow often, leave the clippings. Let them feed the lawn. It's the laziest, cheapest, best thing I ever started doing. And my grass is looking better because of it. And it saves you all that bagging, hauling, binning, which, let's be honest, is probably the worst part of mowing anyway. So there's the update, and there's the tip. Thank you for being here this early in the channel's history. It really does mean a lot while we're just getting this thing going. There's loads more on the way. I'm working on it. Give the clippings a try. Stop bagging them. And I'll see you in the next video.